I'd say a billion times is an easy prediction, and probably a trillion. Our AI revenue will exceed all other SpaceX revenue probably in September, like next month, and will significantly exceed all other SpaceX revenue in the fourth quarter. We gotta win here on the AI hardware and the AI software. We're aiming to get to 10 gigawatts by the end of next year. If the value per watt is probably going to be $30 to $50, which means if we bring 10 gigawatts of AI online by the end of next year, it will be $300 to $500 billion a year in revenue. Big numbers. Probably in 4 or 5 years, AI will be 99% of the value of SpaceX. I'd say 5 years for sure. AI will be 99% the value of SpaceX. And the value of SpaceX will be some astronomical number. Starlink team has built from nothing an entire global internet system. In fact, I think it might end up doing over 90% of all internet traffic. So we're now in 167 countries, 22 million mobile subscribers, 13 million high bandwidth subscribers. They think probably AI traffic will be 1,000 times more than human internet traffic in 5 years. Like, let that sink in for a minute.
If you were paying attention, I mean, holy Starship. Today, a new all-hands SpaceX meeting has just appeared online, recorded after their Q2 earnings call, in which Elon Musk dropped a bunch of incredibly juicy insights, details, new numbers, and estimates for the future that will be of extreme interest to current and or potential SpaceX investors. In this video, I've put together the investor-specific commentary, estimates, predictions, and so on from Elon Musk. You want to see the full video? I posted that separately. This is just for the SpaceX and potential SpaceX investors.
So it's been a while since the last company talk, and I'll try to do these now every 3 months after our earnings calls, which is when I'm allowed to talk about things, essentially, at this point. So we managed to do Falcon Heavy, which is the most powerful rocket in the world before Starship, operational at least. Yep. And yeah, it's amazing to think that we've got our 700th flight coming up. So just a huge testament to the incredible work of the Falcon team and the launch team, manufacturing team. I would just like to give everyone a hand for doing such an amazing job. And then Starlink, it's like, well, if you've got a rocket that can fly a lot, what do you fly on it? And so the Starlink team has built from nothing an entire global internet system. And it's the first high bandwidth global internet system ever to exist. And I actually think that down the road, it'll probably be, I think it'll probably do a majority of the internet. In fact, I think it might end up doing over 90% of all internet traffic on Starlink. So, which is really incredible to think. Yeah.
If Elon Musk is right on either of these longer term estimates, Starlink doing at least half of all global internet traffic, if not potentially 90% or more, the Starlink business alone could be worth many trillions of dollars. By the way, if you don't have your own launch business, your own rapidly reusable today Falcon 9, soon Starship, you can't compete with Starlink. Just saying.
Almost 11,000 satellites in orbit. That's more than twice as many satellites as everyone else combined. And with the Starlink V3 and beyond, we'll go to 100,000 satellites. So that's really quite remarkable. It's quite difficult to build the internet in space, rebuild the entire internet in space, all of the hardware, all of the software, and yet the team has done it. So huge congrats to the Starlink team. Yep. So we're now in 167 countries, 22 million mobile subscribers, 13 million high bandwidth subscribers, and like I said, expect these numbers to increase by more than a factor of 10 over time.
These are truly outrageous numbers. Now, just add a 0 per Musk's expectations over the longer term. An important note on the Starlink monthly mobile users via 36 MNOs, this is the Starlink mobile service being offered almost entirely through other carriers, for example, T-Mobile, not directly through Starlink themselves, meaning 1, they can scale much faster through partners. 2, any cell service provider that isn't insane will be frothing to get their hands on a slice of this action because Starlink is ubiquitous, coverage everywhere, no dead zones, no patches. This is why we're seeing such insane growth here already. The third thing is this is going to be much lower revenue and profit margins for SpaceX versus their home broadband service. But look at the growth here, already approaching double the home broadband user count. And it's a fairly new service.
And long term, probably in fact, Cloudflare just recently mentioned that based on the current growth, they think probably AI traffic will be 1,000 times more than human internet traffic in 5 years. Like, let that sink in for a minute. You know, it's a lot of AI.
So just want to point something out that's kind of obvious, but also easy to not realize. Human usage of internet is also trending higher, meaning the entire global pie of internet usage, if this is even close to accurate, itself will likely increase 1,000 times or more. The entire pie. And earlier we heard Musk expecting that Starlink could serve half of this entire pie, maybe up to 90% or more.
I'd say it's highly likely we do over 1 million tons a year to orbit with Starship, and probably close to 10 million, which is mind-boggling, obviously. So where are things headed in terms of SpaceX AI? The wild thing is that probably our AI revenue, not probably, definitely, our AI revenue will exceed all other SpaceX revenue probably in September, like next month, and will significantly exceed all other SpaceX revenue in the fourth quarter. So AI has become an extremely important part of SpaceX's future.
That's an understatement, the dominant part. Now, I don't think most investors believe the rate of growth that we're going to see in the AI business, in particular AI compute. Just to be clear, SpaceX AI has an unbelievable AI compute leasing business. They can build AI compute faster and cheaper and more coherently at huge scale than anyone else. This business alone could be bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars of revenue within just a few years. But in addition to this, they also have AI models. The Cursor acquisition will soon close, but even before that, they have their Grok Build, Grok Imagine, Grok Voice products, and they're rapidly iterating. So when Musk talks about AI, he's including the models plus the underlying AI compute business. Most investors still seem to think of SpaceX as a launch plus communications, e.g. Starlink business. Yet, over even the medium and short term, AI is just going to absolutely obliterate revenue growth and profits versus the rest of SpaceX AI's business combined.
I think it's actually vital that we succeed in AI, not just in hardware, but also in software. The future is fundamentally AI and robots. Assuming civilization continues to progress, I think that AI will probably, the amount of digital intelligence will probably be more than 1 trillion times the amount of biological intelligence. So not sort of equal to human intelligence, but probably 1 trillion times higher. I'd say a billion times is an easy prediction, and probably 1 trillion. So as you harness more and more of the sun's energy, the ability to turn that into intelligence is fundamentally a digital computer thing, because it's pretty hard for humans to go live in deep space without any support. But the future is very much AI, very much. And I suppose it was always going to be that way. But it's important that we have an AI that cares about humanity, that fosters humanity and helps take us to other planets and other star systems. And this is why I think it's essential that SpaceX succeed, not just with AI hardware, but also with AI software. And an AI that is sort of SpaceX's baby will be a very good AI. I think SpaceX is a collection of some of the very best humans on Earth, both in capability and morality and goodness. And I think we want to have an AI that is born of that capability and that morality and that goodness. I think that's very, very important. So I'd like to encourage people to help out, actually, with the AI hardware on the ground and the AI software, and of course with the AI satellites. Solar is going to be a very important part of that. The terafab will be a very important part of that. But we must also succeed on the software front. And we're going to be training Grok on the sum total of all SpaceX information. So in a way, it'll be trained on you. You will effectively be the parents of the AI. It will inherit your thoughts and ideas and beliefs, and I think that's a good thing. We gotta win here on the AI hardware and the AI software.
Here's a question: would you ever bet against this guy? This could be existential. When Musk says that they really need to win on AI, hardware and software, he means it. In the wrong hands, you've all seen enough sci-fi films to know how this could end. This is priority number one. If for whatever reason, AI in the wrong hands, something goes wrong, no more humanity, the rest of the SpaceX mission, you may as well throw it in the fucking bin. There's no one left to complete it. No humans, no Mars colony. This is a very clear signal from Musk to the entire SpaceX team. This was where the presentation took place. We must win on the AI model layer and AI hardware, the AI compute, and also embodied AI. We must win. So here's something to ponder. Do you think the biggest and brightest brains on the planet, led by Musk, with this urgent mission, this existential goal, do you think they'll pull it off?
That maybe is the most important message. I think that is actually the most important message I wanted to convey today, is that we must win on AI, because the future is overwhelmingly AI and robots. So we won't ultimately be able to control the AI. It'll be too smart for that. But just like if you have a child that is a super genius child, you can still instill in that child the values and beliefs that you think are good and right. And so that's why it's incredibly important that we succeed with Grok. So yeah, well, Grok 4.5 you've tried probably. We've got 4.6 coming out in about a week, and then 4.7 should be really pretty special. So I'd like to encourage everyone at SpaceX to use AI and to make it better. We've already built the most powerful AI training clusters in the world, and then this is what we expect to do by the end of next year is about 10 times more than what we've done thus far. This will be very important practice for space AI, and I do think that AI training will continue to be on the ground, but AI inference, the day-to-day use of AI, will be in space. So we're aiming to get to 10 gigawatts by the end of next year, depending on what the value per watt is. If the value per watt is probably going to be $30 to $50, which means if we bring 10 gigawatts of AI online by the end of next year, it will be $300 to $500 billion a year in revenue. Big numbers.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. And here's the part where most people just completely switch off because it just does not compute. 404 errors across the board. No way, therefore ignore. Put this in context. The entire company, known as Tesla, per year does roughly $100 billion. Musk is talking about, over a matter of 12, 18, 24 months, somewhere in that ballpark, potentially increasing, adding an additional 2 to 3, maybe 5 Tesla's worth of revenue to SpaceX just on the back of AI compute alone. Forget Starlink, forget the AI models, forget the launch business, forget the X platform, just AI compute, motherfuckers. It sounds absolutely absurd. It is. But the maths. There's a credible path to getting there. If X amount of gigawatts can come online, and if they're monetized at that $30 to $50 per watt range, that's how much money that much compute will produce in terms of SpaceX revenue. Absolutely no one could have seen this coming. Right, hang on a sec, guys. Sorry, my producer's just trying to get my attention. Wait, what the fuck, bro? I'm recording. What? No way, bro. Apparently, we're about to look at a post from some guy at the beginning of August who wrote, SpaceX could add an entire Tesla of revenue in the next 12 to 24 months. I'm not saying they will, but I am saying they could. Few understand. And one of his subscribers replied, in agreement. Few understand. Wait a fucking second. Is this really from the 2nd of August Australian time, so the 1st of August US time? And he's literally talking about SpaceX could add an entire Tesla of revenue, meaning 100 billion or more in the next 12 to 24 months? How the fuck could he possibly have said something like this? Unless he'd actually thought about the AI compute business. I'll spoil it. That's exactly what he did. I've been screaming from the rooftops now, annoying the absolute fuck out of my regular viewers by saying the same thing over and over and over. AI compute, motherfuckers. Do not ignore this opportunity. Why have we been repeating this so much? The answer is because I built a 20-year SpaceX valuation model. I've looked at this stuff. Even a mid would like myself. And I do mean that literally, by the way. I'm a total mid. I mean, like maybe 1 or 2 little increments above average. That's it. Has been able to see this enormous opportunity brewing by just thinking it through. I poured hundreds of hours into thinking about this company, building a 20-year SpaceX valuation model, which I've been plugging relentlessly, by the way. Check out the link below. It's available now on Patreon to supporters at the investor level and above. And the whole fucking thing, at least SpaceX, is being carried by AI compute. I just want to reiterate what Musk said. If SpaceX can bring online 10 gigawatts of compute and monetize that, lease it at roughly the current spot rate, $30 to $50 per watt, that will produce $300 to $500 billion of revenue per year. It's a recurring revenue stream. The only ifs are if they can get that much compute online and if they can monetize at the current or similar to current spot rate of $30 to $50 a watt. But even if they only bring on 5 additional gigawatts, you can do the math on this stuff quite simply. No one seems to understand this. I am urging everyone listening, please build your own SpaceX valuation model. Consider the AI compute business. I mean, you don't need to look at mine. Build your own. I mean, you can look at mine, again, link below, or patreon.com/solving the money problem. But this is really going to carry the company's valuation in the short, medium, and long term. If I'm right, if Elon's right, if we're even half or a quarter or a tenth right, few understand.
Long term, we're not that far into the future. Probably in 4 or 5 years, AI will be 99% of the value of SpaceX. I'd say 5 years for sure. AI will be 99% the value of SpaceX. And the value of SpaceX will be some astronomical number.
I mean, hello, were you listening? Musk thinks 5 years, AI, including the compute business and the AI models, will be 99% of the value of SpaceX. For what it's worth, my valuation model, at least the base case, is closer to 80%, but I'm intentionally massively lowballing the AI models themselves, essentially contributing about 2% to the company's value over the long term. AI compute itself about 80%. So combined, I'm at 82%. But if you pump the models up a little bit, suddenly I'm approaching, not quite at, but approaching 90+% as well.
Now that is what you call an interesting future, a very interesting future. But mass drivers building AI compute on the moon and sending it into deep space. I'd really like to see that thing in operation.
Well, stay healthy, Elon, and I'm sure you will. Some incredible insights today for SpaceX investors and potential investors. And again, I really want to emphasize this. Please try and model this company out. The numbers seem so absurd. It's happening to me, right? I got my model and I'm like, bruh, this can't possibly be right. There's no fucking way. This number's too big. Then I look at it and go, gigawatts, monetization per watt. Okay, well, how quickly can they get it online? And every time I do this, after checking with my brain, my gut reaction which says, bro, there's no way. Actually using my brain and looking at the numbers, I'm like, well, I mean, the maths. That's the crazy part. If you do want to see my 20-year SpaceX and 20-year Tesla valuation model, available now on Patreon to supporters at the investor level and above, just check the link below or head to patreon.com/solving the money problem. Either way though, please, I urge you, if you own SpaceX or you're thinking about becoming a SpaceX investor, you need to understand the AI opportunity. It will dwarf the rest of the business if Elon's right, if I'm right, or even if we're close to halfway slightly right. Thanks for watching. If you appreciate the content and want to support the channel, check out the links below where you can get early access to daily videos, unlock hundreds of exclusive pieces of content, and plenty more. AG1 has been part of my daily health protocol for almost half a decade. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals and helps me fill in nutritional gaps while supporting energy, digestion, and immune function. It also has prebiotics and probiotics to promote gut health. I take my health very seriously, and so should you. Try AG1 today by visiting drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment and enjoy a free welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 travel packs. That's drinkag1.com/SMR.